Hi, this is Bruce Buffer, and you're listening to the Brats and Beard Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Brats and Beers Podcast. Woo, 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 woo. So it's been a little while. I feel this is like weird coming back. I haven't talked to you in a while, Drew, and Cody in Cody fashion is not here. He is hanging out with his uncle, or that's what he says, or maybe it's his priest. I'm not really sure what he's doing, but someone's making him say uncle tonight. So he is not here to entertain you guys. But Drew and I just got out of a trivia matchup that we've been doing. We went through the whole regular season. We entered our 5-4 matchup. We were the 5th seed, and we just got our asses kicked. So we are no longer in the trivia league.
We are kicked out.
We are definitely kicked out, but it was fun. There was some weird fucking questions in there, like Matchbox 20, Incubus. I don't know, some random shit. We fucked up that movie, by the way. But John Krasinski, it was A Quiet Place. I said Bird Box for some reason, even though he's not even in that movie. Is that even what it's called, Bird Box?
I'm not even sure now.
Who cares? Anyways, screw trivia.
We're real hot right now.
Yeah, a little heated coming right off that big L.
Nothing makes you feel more dumb than losing at trivia, okay?
All right. Well, we have, I feel like a shit ton to catch up on. We're going to try to keep this around 30 minutes. So Drew, where do you want to start, man? Where do you want to start? NFL?
Yeah, I think we start the NFL, and I think I'm going to start with the Vikings, so don't hassle me too hard on this. But
oh no, I don't have much to say. I can't.
The guy I want to focus on is Mr. Captain Kirk Cousins. As we know, there's those memes going around with all the comparisons to Cousins and whatever, but I got to tell you something. Like during the Bears game this last week, everyone was pretty nervous we were going to lose. I remember you texting saying, like, you guys better not screw this up. I had zero doubt that we were going to win that game.
Really?
Yeah, I did, and that's really sad for a Vikings fan.
Well, it is the Bears. There's no reason it should have even been close. So
you're right. There is no reason, and so our defense needs work. But back on Cousins, yeah. I'm really happy to see the guy play quarterback instead of just playing by the coach's rules.
Yeah.
He's out there calling audibles. He's out there throwing interceptions.
Yeah.
Like, I know, but at least he's
slanging it.
And after the game, he spoke about that play, and he broke it down. And when you watch him break it down, it makes sense, the decision that he made, versus last year where he just goes under Mike Zimmer mode and just doesn't have anything to say, but Daddy's going to whip me later or something.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. But what do you think of the Vikings, Shawn?
I mean, you guys, I know Tyler Albrechts, who we talked to a lot, is probably going to hate this, but when he was talking about who were the best, like 3-1 teams at the time, yeah, you guys are top 2 in that discussion, I think, over the Packers. Like, obviously, you guys beat the Packers. I don't think you guys are technically Super Bowl contenders. I think you're a good team. You guys could even win the North if you don't fuck it up, which you easily could do. But you guys are a solid team on paper. You guys should win a lot of games. You should have blown out the fucking Bears by 30 points. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to give you guys some props because you guys are so good at fucking it up. And I'm still hoping it's going to happen.
Yeah, don't worry. It'll still happen. But I appreciate that.
It's crazy that you guys had to win by a crazy ass fucking stripped defensive play. That's how it ended, right?
Yes.
Dude caught it.
Stripping it
yeah,
out.
It wouldn't go down, and he just fucking gets stripped and just I'm like, how fucking dumb do you have to be?
But Shawn, he was on the Vikings all preseason, so I think he might have just gave him the ball.
He might have. He's like, oh, what's up, brother? And just gave it to him.
Yeah, right. He hates the Vikings, I think. They kind of did him dirty a little bit. But, yes, I agree. They're not Super Bowl contenders. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we for the last however many years Zimmer's been head coach, this is what I've been waiting for.
Yeah.
That Jalen Reagor touchdown, he would have never came up, or he would have never let that happen.
Yeah.
He would have said, run through the A gap.
Yeah.
That's what no, I'm giving Zimmer a lot of
no, you should.
Right
you
now.
should. He fucking sucked. It's all right.
Yeah, but look at our defense right now. I mean, is it better than when Zimmer was running it? Probably not.
Speaking of horrible defenses, we can hop into the Packers too on that situation. They let everything go. So that I don't know
what are you guys doing?
I don't know what the fuck's going on there, man. Won't run the ball. We have two of the best running backs in the league. Won't run the football. We have a great quarterback, but our wide receivers are fucking shit. Cobb obviously showed he's the only reliable one. I mean, Lazard is still solid, but I mean, he didn't have a great game. Dubs, I won't call him a bust yet because he's really young, but he can't be trusted right now. Like, he drops so many balls, he doesn't look confident. I don't know, but that defense, holy shit, that was rough. That was a rough game to watch. Are the Giants legit, or was it just?
I think we give them one more week before we say that. But Daniel looks pretty comfortable behind the pocket there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's because of our defense, though. You know, it's like, dude, they made him look he would just sit there and he had no pressure, and then he would just find an open guy across the middle or something. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know.
Well, that's your other diss, though, too, is the open guy. Who is that, Shawn? Tell me what Giant wide receiver was open.
None of them.
Sterling Shepard's out. Kenny Galladay's out. I don't even know half these guys.
Don't know any of them.
A prop, though, is a Gary. What's his first name? The Packer. It must be a name.
Oh, Rashawn? Yeah.
Dude, that guy is a man.
Yeah. Last year, he wasn't starting for most of it, and I was like, dude, every time he'd come in, he'd do some incredible play. He'd have some great tackle, he'd have a sack, and I'm like, dude, why is this guy not fucking starting? So I'm glad to see him kind of getting his shine this year because, yeah, he's very good. He's very good. I just wish he had the rest of the defense to kind of support it.
So is it the secondary that's not supporting it, or just it's an entire group?
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of shit to fix. I feel like the secondary, like, Jair's been all right, but now, I mean, he was hurt. He's back. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I'm not confident in the secondary right now. Also, our offensive line, like, Bakhtiari, dude, paid him all that fucking money. And, like, they held him out for most of his last game, and then he came in at the end and immediately gave up that huge, like, sack on Rodgers. I was like, he'd let him run right around him. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why did we pay you all this fucking money and you're just going to suck? Like, crazy. It's crazy.
That was really bad. But I will also say that I'm kind of, everyone's blaming the wide receivers. Yes, there has been a lot of drops. What was it the other night? Lazard, he dropped one.
Yep.
An important one, but then he made up for it on the next play, which was good. But Rodgers, I think he might just be kind of like coasting in the I'm this god-like quarterback. I'm going to blame everybody else.
Yeah.
How many passes did he have blocked down?
Yeah, I mean, the last two plays, they were blocked down, and that's why they lost.
What about the pick six last week?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he does have this, like, attitude thing about him right now, and it's like, it's kind of embarrassing. And, like, I mean, that's been going on for years now, though, ever since, like, even McCarthy was there. He's, like, throwing his temper tantrums, and it's not even, like, at the end of games. It's, like, it can be the first drive, and if somebody runs a wrong route or it's a 3-and-out, like, he's just head down, pissed off, screaming at someone, and I don't know. You just don't see that out of many other great quarterbacks, like, ever. Like, Brady, yeah, he'll get pissed, he'll throw his tablet, but he's not, like, bitching people out. He's not really showing that on the field. Like,
yeah, Brady's just trying to give a high five, and they just walk right by.
Yeah. Rodgers, it's just like his whole fucking demeanor the whole time is just like, you all suck. Like, what the fuck are you guys all doing? Figure it out. Like, we need to figure this out. And
right.
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating to watch. But the Tennessee Titans had a goal line stand and interception in the end zone to win the fucking game after just about giving it up.
Shawn, what is going on with the Tennessee Titans? I have not seen a single one of their games. I've not heard anything about them. What is going on?
Nothing exciting.
What is King Henry doing?
Dude, I mean, he's like been having like average games. Like he's just like, he's not like doing anything crazy. Like he hasn't done anything ridiculous. He's having like average games. I mean, we're winning the AFC South at 3-2, but like that's not saying much. Like it's the Colts, Jags, and Texans. So like we're winning the division, which is awesome. They're playing all right, but yeah, I mean, Henry's kind of whatever.
Player is Dontrell Hilliard.
Dude, I mean, he's not bad. He's not bad. They got smoked by the fucking Bills by 45 points. Yeah, but they've won 3 in a row. They lost to the Giants too by 1 point. But they won 3 in a row. They beat the Raiders, Colts, and the Commanders. They got the Colts coming up again. That's fucking crazy. They knocked the Colts out twice.
No, they should be happy about that. They can kill the Colts.
Yeah, that's awesome. So they should get a win. The rest of their season is going to be kind of tough, though. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with them. I've been tuning into their games. They're kind of difficult to watch sometimes because there's not a ton of stuff.
But Shawn, there are a lot of difficult teams this year to watch. There are a ton of teams that I'm just like, you are trash.
Yeah. What do you think Ryan Tannehill's quarterback rating is right now?
It should be 0. I don't even want to. I saw he's on your fantasy team. I knew you're the only person who has him rostered.
Hell yeah, baby, ride or die. He has a 41 QBR right now, which is not good.
Hand off the ball.
Yeah, not good.
Let's talk about some other bad quarterbacks though. Mitch Trubisky, he's gone. Kenny Pickett, pick up the defense to whoever Kenny Pickett's playing against. He'll throw it right to you.
Oh yeah.
The Dolphins situation is so effed right now.
Yeah, that's wild. Who are they even fucking playing now? They're
Skylar Thompson.
Yeah. And then isn't PJ Wilson or somebody playing
Walker.
for PJ Walker? Yeah.
Yep. Which Baker, you've always been right about it, Shawn. Loser.
He fucking sucks, dude.
Who has live sports?
He fucking sucks, man. But how is Sam Darnold not ready to step into that? When did he get hurt? Like, what were you doing, Sam? Like, you were in this QB battle and you thought you should have won, and then all of a sudden you're hurt, and here's your time to shine, and I don't know.
Sam Darnold's the same category as Josh Rosen and Trevor Siemian.
Any of them? Yeah.
I could list a bunch, but I want to segue really quick to the Devontae Adams situation, just because he is kind of your boy. You know, you guys still miss him. You love him, right? He's your boy. He's Devontae Adams.
I don't know if I'll say that.
But anyway, I think it's ridiculous he's getting charges on him.
Yeah. I mean, it's a misdemeanor, so it's going to be whatever. I'll probably just have to pay some shit, do some community service, you know. But
it's so dumb.
It is. It's funny, but like, of course he would go to the Raiders and have some shit like that happen though. Like, you have to be a convict to play for the Raiders. Like, Mark Davis is probably like, dude, by week 6, it's probably in his contract. Like, if you don't go to court by week 6, you get fined like $1 million. And he was like, well, here we go. This nerdy ass cameraman, you run in front of me again. See ya.
And Devontae was like, well, what'd you do, Mark? And he's like, look at his haircut.
Yeah.
I got fined for this every week.
I got this in prison.
Oh, Marky.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know. It is pretty unreal, but like also, like everyone's bitching, like, oh, the cameraman's such a bitch. I'm like, you know what? If Devontae Adams shoved the shit out of me while I was on the job, and like, I would fake the fuck out of it too and make a couple like.
Dude, I would have went up and kissed him afterwards. And then, what's the deal with, are Antonio Brown and Kanye West the same person? What's happening right now?
I think they have the same disease or whatever the fuck it is, or the same condition. I don't know if it's bipolar or what the fuck, man. Dude, that video of AB, man, getting naked in that pool and like.
Oh, I didn't see it. What's happening?
Apparently it was like, I think it was during the summer more and it just got leaked, but he was in like Abu Dhabi or like, I don't know, Dubai, I think. And he was like in some pool.
He was
cocky. Yeah, he was in Bugatti. He was at the end of the video. And he was like in this pool naked And like there was like these white women, like all these people around, and he grabbed this white woman. He was like putting her on his lap, and she's like trying to get away, and he kept grabbing her, and then he like picks her up and like slams her in the water, and she's like trying to get away, butt ass naked this whole time. I'm pretty sure rock hard too. And then he leans back, and I'm pretty sure he was like playing with his penis above the water because they like blurred out. I'm like, dude, and then he like went up to this lady and was like shoving his bare ass, like in her face, like grabbed her head and was like shoving his ass. Dude, wild fucking video.
What is going on? What site are you on? Porn?
Dude, it might not have even been AP.
It was just
it said step football player. I just clicked on it.
Anyway, though, the whole Tom Brady stuff is pretty sad, pretty low for Antonio. But like the whole like, was there a book that says like Daddy doesn't live here anymore? Like,
yeah.
And then is the Giselle photo that's photoshopped, right?
I don't know, like them hugging.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Photoshopped.
It's gotta be. It was very weird. I don't know. Whoever photoshopped it though, it looked pretty good. If it was photoshopped.
I guess maybe I got conned into idiocracy because I like read the comments. People like the amount of people who don't know this is photoshopped. Maybe I got schooled though. Maybe it was like let's.
I don't know. I didn't read enough into it. I just saw his post about the Cardinals and I was like, oh.
Oh,
which
what did he say there?
That I don't know if that was fake either. I sent you that meme, didn't I? And it said like
yes.
Cardinals. Oh, sorry to anybody who's offended by that, but I did not post it. Antonio Brown did, so take it up with him.
I'm
just relaying his message. Do you think Geno Smith is a legit quarterback?
Does he hang out with Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
If he doesn't, then no. I'm gonna say no. He's not legit.
Okay, not legit. Is Cooper Rush a legit quarterback?
Yeah, I think it's his time to shine. I think, but I also think that like it's like a Blue Mountain State thing, like where he's like, dude, I don't want to play. I just want to get paid. And no, Dad, get your ass back.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck am I doing out here every week? I just don't want to be here.
Yeah, and he keeps winning, so he's like, shit.
Like, fuck, what am I doing?
But yeah, I think
is Jalen Hurts?
Oh yeah,
that legit? He's good.
Yep.
Okay.
He looks very calm in the pocket, and I hate to say that because the damn Eagles, right?
Yeah. Is Russell Wilson legit?
Oh my God! What did I tell you guys? And by the way, I just want to relay this real quick. So my Matt Stafford thing, Jared Goff thing, may have been a little bit more truer than it appeared last year. Matt Stafford blows, dude. He blows without a team.
He is playing pretty bad.
And look at Jared Goff throwing 5 touchdowns.
Well, this past week they got skunked.
Yeah, that one was.
But don't bring it up.
We got Russell Wilson. I said he's a piece of trash. Here he is, getting paid.
He is a fucking piece of trash, man.
That's right.
That's right. Did you see him say it after their loss? Like super sad.
Yeah.
Broncos country. That's right.
Wow. Where's Antonio?
I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. Joe Burrow will probably die soon because he just gets murdered. They tried to upgrade his offensive line. Obviously, that didn't happen. He's just getting hammered every fucking
look bad.
Just so bad. The Ravens, Lamar, he was playing pretty incredible. This last game, I mean, they won. He didn't look as amazing. He was missing some wide open throws.
I don't know, man. This is what happens every year. Starts off super hot.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for him though. Let's go.
Do you think he'll get his big contract? That he's trying to negotiate himself. He doesn't have an agent or anything. He wants the Deshaun Watson contract where it's guaranteed money up front. And he's not going to settle for anything less apparently.
Does he deserve it? Yes. There's no doubt about it.
But deserves it more than Deshaun Watson does.
Yes. But he's a running quarterback. That's really hard to.
It's risky. Yeah. He could be done in 2 years. And no, you're not going to sign a 7-year contract extension and you get busted up in 2.
No, they'd be like, if we wanted that, we'll just pay RG3 to come back.
Yeah.
He can play.
Is the MILF hunter Zach Wilson? Is he legit?
You tell me. I've yet to see him play this year.
Well, he just got back from injury. They've won their last 2 games with him at the helm. Hasn't looked horrible. He threw for 280 yards their first game. I'm not sure what he did this past game, but they beat the Steelers and the Dolphins, which is not saying much at all. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. They play the Packers this week, so I don't know. I'd hate to say it, but it could be a closer game than anybody wants.
I'm pretty sure with the Jets, it was all their run game anyway. Didn't Breece Hall have a 75-yard touchdown?
Yeah.
Or set up for a 75.
Yeah, Breece is playing. He's playing really well.
Yeah, how sad is that he marches it all the way down the field and Michael Carter punches in 2 touchdowns?
That's, yeah.
Not as good as Travis Kelce getting 4, 7, 1.
Just killing it. Trying to think what else. What do you think about the roughing the passer penalties that are going on right now? A lot of controversy. Obviously, Tom Brady, that shit was a ridiculous call. I was watching that one. That was insane. And then there was the one on Sunday Night Football, or was it Monday Night Football?
Well, Chiefs, there was
Chiefs,
one. And then there was then what was the Jarrett Jack one? Was Jarrett, or not Jarrett? Jarrett was the guy who tackled him.
Oh, yeah. That was the Chiefs game, right? Or no?
No. Doesn't matter.
Trying to think of who you're talking about.
I thought there was one more guy.
I'm sure there was. There was one in the
yeah, it was the Falcons game. Who played the Falcons?
Yeah.
Oh, it was Tampa Bay. Okay, so that was Tom Brady. Okay.
Yep.
So I got 2 comments to say. It sucks. I'm not gonna deny it. It's not fair. It's definitely not fair. But referees do have to make up their mind. And Jarrett is a big freaking boy. He pulled down Tom Brady, and it looks bad. But when you watch it in the replay, it was fine. And then the same with Pat Mahomes. It was like a tinier guy who pulled down Pat. Yeah. Same exact play. Yeah. It's different. And then my second comment is, where are we if we're sitting here watching Shawn Mannion play football versus Kirk Cousins? Who's the backup? Jordan Love versus Aaron. You got to pick these guys, else they're not going to have fans.
I mean, but to what extent do you protect them? Like, should we put flags on them?
Yeah, I heard that is probably going to be coming in the next 5 years.
It's just crazy. It's like you make the rules of okay, you can't obviously lead with your head. You can't put your full body weight on them. But then it's like guys are doing that, and then they're still getting penalties. It's like you throw a guy down to the ground, or you sack him, and then put your arms down and not put your body weight on him, and you still get a fucking penalty. It's like you can't. I don't know what defensive guys can do. The game is so the rules are so offensive minded nowadays. It's got to be frustrating as a defender. Like, what can you do?
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
But the games are a little cheated anyway, all the time by the refs.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm Buffalo Wild Wings stuff. We're not ready to go home yet, type of thing.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what I was gonna say.
I saw a college guy get ejected for it was just like a block. He just laid some dude out, and it wasn't even that crazy. He literally just blocked the guy, but the guy hit the ground pretty hard, and they ejected this fucking lineman for it just because the guy was tiny. It's he's just doing his job. I don't know. It's been interesting to see.
Would you make the game to be so? Isn't it kind of unfair that a running back can get these tiny ass running backs, get these 400-pound dudes landing full body weight on them?
Yeah, every play.
Every play. Granted, they're not standing still. That's probably the argument, right? But I'm saying, so would you want it to trend more towards flag football, or you're gonna get creamed? There is no penalty.
Dude, you know what you're signing up for. You're not signing up for a flag football league. You're not signing up to wear a red jersey behind center. You're out there and you're gonna get hit. It's part of the fucking game. And yeah, maybe you're gonna get hurt. Maybe you're gonna have a concussion. It's look at Tua. I mean, and having fucking 2 questions in a week essentially. But yeah, that shit's gonna happen. Like no matter what. Like who was the other one that got hurt? Was it a running back? Yeah, who was the running back that was Hines, who got
wobbly.
But it's like his wasn't even like that crazy of a hit. It's like, yeah, shit's gonna happen. Like you're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get concussions. I don't know. Protect them. I don't mind the rules that they have right now in place, but it's like don't extend those rules onto other shit or because it's a name like Brady. It's like
Shawn, as you're talking, all I can think about is it's just all money based then.
It is.
It's just all money based because if the quarterback's not there, no one wants to watch him hand off the ball.
It is, yeah, it's all money based. And like they'll say time and time again that they care about the player safety and shit. And it was obvious with Tua that that's not the fucking case because nobody gave a shit. But yeah, I mean if the Bucs lose Brady or some shit like that happens, like yeah, it's a huge detriment. Like I mean you look at when Packers lost fucking Rodgers a couple of seasons ago. It's like, yeah, their games were depressing. I don't even know if I watched any of them. They were horrible. So, yeah, it's just a money play. Just frustrating to watch as like a fan. If you're cheering a team on, it's like,
you're just yelling at a screen for no reason. You know what I mean? Because it is nonsense. It literally is not the rules. Yep. You're making shit up now and they won't change it. You know what I mean?
It's the worst when you hear Gene, whatever the fuck his name is, or the guy who they have, the ref that they always talk to, and they're like, "What do you think about this one?" And he'll always be like, "Well, yeah, that shouldn't be a penalty," and then they call it a penalty or some shit. It sucks when like he's the head of it, and then they're getting it wrong on the field. It's like, okay, well, like obviously there's a disconnect and some shit's like wrong. Like,
well, that's my other argument. What's the point of reviewing if you're literally not going? Yeah. Oh, there's not enough evidence. How much more fucking evidence do you need?
What else do you need? And then there's like, reviewing's funny too. They'll be like, well, we can't review in exactly this scenario. This can't be a reviewable. It's like, why the fuck not? Like, I just watched it as a review. Why can't you go watch that as a review? Like, we all saw it. Like, I don't know. They'll review like some of the funniest shit and then they won't review some stuff just because it's not in the rule book. It's like, yeah, I don't know.
Yep.
It's a very funny league kind of right now. And there's a lot of like weird controversial things, but
well, the other thing I don't like, but I do like is wide receivers are taking full advantage of the defender. I mean, they have for a long time, but the defender not looking. So even on balls where they won't even catch it. They'll just stop for a second so the guy runs into them.
Yeah.
And I get that's been going on for a long time, but they didn't always call it. I felt it's like. We got so lucky in our last 3 years on calls like that.
If it was more the incidental contact, refs would never call it. And now it's like you just run into somebody and like I think a lot of quarterbacks and shit are like realizing that. So a quarterback like in his worst case scenario, like if he's scrambling, like he'll just chuck it downfield towards somebody who might be covered and hope that they just get a PI call. Cause like I feel like it's probably hitting at a 70% rate right now that you're going to get a fucking PI call and get 40 yards on your play. So, it's kind of a cop-out situation, but...
Well, that's why Rodgers was the king of that. You know? Yep. Jordy, Cobb, they were all on the same team.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty much all he would use MVS for, on the off chance MVS would catch a pass, but he was so good at getting a PI, and it was always a 40, 50-yard pass down the field to him. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely interesting. Been some good games though. Some good games. Some big blowouts. The Broncos, I feel like, are on every primetime game. I think they're primetime again this week, and they're fucking horrible. So that's pretty annoying to watch. But yeah, Justin Tucker's clutch as fuck, like always. Anything else you want to go through NFL here?
I think I'm good for that.
There's a lot. We had the MLB playoffs started. You been watching it all, or?
No, I've been getting bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, I think it was pretty wild. So the Mariners to advance, which was pretty cool to see. There was 2. I think both of those were upsets. The Cardinals lost to the Phillies, which was an upset, and then the Mariners won as well in the wild card, which was pretty cool. And the Mets lost too. So I feel like there was a lot of upsets there. But Mariners came back. I think they were down, was it like 7-1 or 8-1 in that game? And they came back and fucking won it, which is absolutely insane. But then last night, same scenario happened to them. They were up, and then Astros come back, and Yordan Alvarez hits a walk-off.
Oh, yeah. That was awesome to see.
Big bat flip, just chucks his bat. That was pretty dope.
It was cool. I'm not rooting for the Astros, but that was cool.
Me neither, yeah. It was just a crazy comeback. It's funny how one game a couple days ago, the Mariners do it, and then they get fucking beat the next day. But
how did the Twins and Brewers do last night?
Twins and Brewers were at home sucking ass. Doing absolutely fucking nothing. So, yeah, pretty solid stuff there. I mean, in my opinion, it's Astros, Yankees, and Dodgers are probably the top 3 teams.
Who do you want to win? You have to pick one.
Out of those 3?
No, just
in general.
Teams. Yep.
I mean, the Mariners would be really cool just because they're a super underdog. They'd be really cool to see. Don't really love the Phillies, but they're a big underdog. But other than that, the Braves maybe again would be the next one that has a realistic possibility. I mean, I hate the Dodgers, hate the Yankees. Astros don't fucking care for. Guardians, I just don't. I just think they're irrelevant.
You hate their name.
Yeah, it's just dumb. And then the Padres, fuck off. So, yeah. Manny Machado and fucking, who's that shitty reliever that they have?
Oh, is he from the Brewers?
Hater, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. So I guess go Mariners. That's where I'm at.
All right, Shawnee boy, let's wrap it up with some NBA talk.
NBA. All right, what you got? There's preseason's in full swing. Regular season starts next week, so it's coming up quick here. Bucks just lost to the Nets. They went 0-5, or they're 0-5 right now in the preseason. Pretty solid there. Hot start. The Wolves are 3-0.
Yeah.
And they're playing the Lakers. It's starting right now. How's your boy Gobert been?
Gobert. Dude, I'm actually really jacked about it, so I'm going to stay low key. I know everyone's been dissing the Gobert trade. People think Gobert's overrated, all this and that. Let's just see it play out. There's some depth on that Timberwolves team.
All right. You heard it here first. Let's see it play out.
Maybe the real deal.
I mean, he is. He's your best player.
And then I also got 4 other best players on the team too.
I can't wait to see Gobert score 4 and he gets 8 rebounds in his
20
first game.
rebounds.
No, he's going to get 4 and 8 their first game. It's going to be incredible.
Cat's going to have 40 and they're all going to be 3-pointers.
Cat is not going to have fucking 40. Cat looks like he's fucking like a grandpa, I think. I don't know. Dude, I saw him flexing with his shirt off next to Gobert and Gobert looked good. And then fucking Cat, I was like, what? You hunchback, old, lazy crybaby. Just a disgrace to the big man position.
We'll have to prove you wrong.
Softer than baby shit. That's Cat. That's his motto.
But otherwise, Bucks looking like the same old Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll be fine. I just think they don't give a fuck right now in the preseason. But yeah, I think same old. I'm excited to see Joe Ingles in there. Hopefully he can knock some shit down as a veteran, but most of it's the same team for the most part. So
is Joe coming back from an ACL or did he play last year?
I thought he played last year.
Okay.
I think he played. Yeah, I think it's before that. There's some young talent though, like Nwora. He's been playing all right. There's some other guys who've played decent here and there, so should be fun. Should be fun to watch. I'm excited.
If you had the number 1 draft pick, who would you take?
This next year?
No, fantasy-wise.
Oh. Probably Kyrie Irving.
Okay, sounds good. Asking for a friend.
As soon as you crossed the finish line, I was like, well, Drew gets Giannis.
Like I did last year.
Yeah. Did you have it last year too?
Yeah, and I didn't check my team.
That's awesome. Who's going to take Draymond Green though, or who's going to take Jordan Peele?
Jordan Peele. I'm afraid if you don't take him, he'll punch you.
Dude, that was wild.
That looked pretty bad.
That was a solid punch. But apparently he's going to play tomorrow. And he's rejoining the Warriors, so we'll see. He apologized to Poole, like that fucking matters. I'd be so pissed.
Dude, I did like what Steve Kerr said though. You know, like, how many fist fights they've seen back in the day and all that. He's like, it shouldn't have left this building.
Yeah.
I'm taking it as in it shouldn't have got out to the media. Is that
Yeah.
That's
that person had to have lost their job. Whoever leaked that, if they found out, they definitely lost their job. There's no way that should have ever gotten out. That's crazy that it did.
Dude, it's freaking Antonio Brown. He's up there.
Yeah. I told you guys. I told you about him.
I gotta get off Antonio.
God, that's insane. Yeah, it was a wild punch. But yeah, you're right. I mean, but at the same time, it was probably so common back in the day that it wasn't a big deal because of that. But it's like, now it's like that, like, I feel like that never happens. Like, the worst thing you hear about, like, shit talking and like, oh, Jimmy Butler got into it with his teammates during the Wolves practice and called them out. And like, that's the extent of like, ooh, that was super bad that happened. And it's like, really, like, there used to be punches thrown in like actual brawls in practice. Yeah. So.
People get knocked out all the time.
Oh yeah. No, I'm excited for it to start. We got a fantasy basketball draft tomorrow. Should be fun. I haven't paid as much attention to the preseason as I probably should. But once it gets rolling here, we'll be diving pretty deep into it. We can wrap this up. I know we're trying to keep it short. We're probably still over our time on what we said. All I gotta say is the Golden Knights are 1-0, so let's fucking go. They're winning it all this year.
What are Minnesota Wild?
They are 0-0. They have not played yet. Last thing I'll say, we're not a huge soccer podcast, but there's on Hulu, if you have Hulu, there's the Welcome to Wrexham. It's a documentary. It's the team that Rob McElhenney from Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Ryan Reynolds, they bought it. It's over in Wales. Check out that documentary. It's pretty fucking awesome. They buy this team essentially in the bottom league and they're trying to get them to like move up through the leagues. It's fun to watch. It's crazy because they don't know what the fuck they're doing when they start, and it's just fun to see like their moves and stuff that they do. So they're throwing money at a team that usually never sees money. It's cool.
This is on Netflix?
I think it's on Hulu.
Okay. I gotta check that out.
It's on Hulu. And like Ryan Reynolds, obviously he's hilarious. Rob McElhenney, he's funny too. So you know, it's pretty.
Is DeVito in it?
He has not been in it yet. No. But it makes you not appreciate. I won't say appreciate soccer, but you actually like kind of like care for this team and like want to see them do good. It's a cool like a fun story to follow. So
yeah, when you said soccer, I fell asleep.
Yeah, me too. And I was talking about it. I've actually never seen it. I just turn it on and fall asleep.
You played it. That's how you played it too.
Going well. Yeah. All right. That's it. I'm working on some interviews right now. So hopefully we're going to have a couple coming in here in the near future. I'm hoping. So we'll keep you tuned in on that and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Search the game like your name Steve Urkel. This game time. Coach with a PT, B&B